Having successfully caught Claudia, Professor Layton and Luke decide to head back to Reinhold Manor.
Something doesn't seem quite right, Professor.
Professor! Oh, it's simply awful. Come quickly, please.
What's the matter, Matthew? If you're worried about the cat, we've brought her back safe and sound.
Oh, well, madam will be very happy to hear that. But this is no time to worry about the cat. Just hurry upstairs, right this way, please.
So you're the famous Professor Layton, then? The name's Chelmey. Inspector Chelmey. I'm the inspector on this case.
Well, I'd hardly call it a case. If this is about Claudia, we've brought her back safe and sound.
Oh, Claudia, my baby! Mama missed you so much.
What's this kid doing here? Why on earth would you bring an animal into a crime scene? Have some sense.
We were out when this crime took place and don't know what's going on. Could you please fill us in?
There's been a murder, Professor. A man was killed here.
What? Who was murdered?
The victim was a resident of this address, one Simon Reinhold.
Simon was...
Approximately 2 hours ago, I received a report that a man had collapsed at Reinhold Manor. Upon arrival at the scene, it was apparent to me that Simon was already dead.
I see. And the cause of death?
I'm currently conducting an investigation to look into it. I'll just let you know right now, Mr. Layton. I'm looking at you as a potential suspect as well. The rest of the details concerning this investigation are classified.
Speaking of the details, who placed the call to the authorities?
Are your ears clogged? You're deaf. Didn't I just tell you those details are classified? Huh? Alright, everyone. I'll be taking statements from each of you in the other room. Come in one by one. And let me make this clear. Under no circumstances is anyone to leave until I've talked to everyone. Imagine a murder in this very house. It brings a chill to my spine, it does. You're a detective, are you not? Do hurry and find the monster that did this.
My good sir, I am no detective. But I agree that your concerns are certainly warranted. No one is safe until that criminal is behind bars.
My sentiments exactly. I just don't understand it. Simon could be snide, but he wasn't the type to be hated. But if the criminal was after my brother's fortune, I could very well be this fiend's next target.
You have a point. If we narrow the motive to stealing the Reinhold fortune, there are few potential suspects.
Good gracious! You don't think I'd do something like this now? Simon and I got along very well, I'll let you know. He wasn't very close with Augustus, though. You know, all this talk of families has me contemplating a puzzle I once heard.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to a success.
Good job. Ah, yes, so that's the answer. Thank you for clearing up that puzzle. But we're still no closer to finding Simon's killer. I assure you I had nothing to do with it. So please go out and find the real murderer.
Of course. I understand your position. It appears I am a suspect too. I'll find out what I can. Matthew, did you notice any strange characters around the manor at the time of the incident?
Not a soul, I'm afraid. I didn't even know about Master Simon until Inspector Chelmey showed up.
And where is Simon's body now?
I didn't see this, but I was told that the inspector carried the body out shortly after arriving.
I see. Well, it looks for the moment we are without a lead on this case.
Ah, but you know, I found this in the room where Master Simon's body was discovered.
What is this?
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea, but I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold on to it.
Amazing! It's a cog so small that one could search the room and miss it. Look, it has an engraving.
A small cog? Now that you mention it, I know a puzzle about an object that almost fits that description.
What? Are you joking? A puzzle? At a time like this?
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right. My apologies, but I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation.
Not at all. This small gear is more than enough for us to go on. But I do wonder why you're giving this to us.
I believe you're a good man, Professor. I'm confident that you would put the whole of this puzzle together.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Matthew.
Is this everyone who was present at the site of the crime?
I believe we are missing Raman, sir.
Ramon! Where is he? And what on earth is he doing? Matthew, fetch Ramon at once!
To be honest, madam, thinking on it, I've not seen Raman for a few hours now.
What? Don't tell me he was taken as well. No, hold on a moment. He's a suspect too. Perhaps he fled the scene of his crime.
Where could he be at a time like this? What if the murderer got Ramon too?
Hey, where did Lady Dahlia go?
I believe madam has retired to the adjourning room to relax on her own. She's a strong woman, but it's only natural she'd need a rest after a terrible event like this.
Very well then. Would you please let her know that I have something I'd like to talk to her about?
But of course, Professor. Please wait here.
Lady Dahlia might act like an ice queen, but I guess even she was shaken by today's events.
Luke, if you wish to ever become a true gentleman, you'll need to start showing a little more sensitivity.
Oh, of course, Professor. I apologise. That was wrong of me.
Madam will see you now. Just head back through that doorway on the left.
Lady Dahlia, I have a deep suspicion this murder is connected to the mystery of the Golden Apple.
What?
It's too early to say for sure, but I think that it's highly probable the two matters are linked.
And you think that Ramon is somehow involved in all this?
Potentially, yes. However, as of yet, we don't have enough information to draw any solid conclusions.
I see. If that's the case, I have a request for you, Professor. Find Ramon and bring him back here to me. It sickens me that I'm being considered a suspect in this brutal crime. I must prove my innocence at once.
As you wish, Lady Dahlia. We will ask around town to see what we can find.
I appreciate your help, Professor. Well then, I'll be awaiting the good news in the parlor.
Reinhold Manor awaits. Make your way to Reinhold Manor on the east side of town.
Huh? Professor, do you mean to say that you already figured out the town's location?
Welcome to Reinhold Manor. Thank you for coming. I'm Matthew, butler and servant to the Reinhold family.
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village.
What's this kid doing here? Why on earth would you bring an animal into a crime scene? Have some sense.
Oh, you must be Professor Layton, I presume.
I'd like to explain our situation further, but right now it's probably best to do as Lady Dahlia says.